This looks like a Mercedes-AMG G-Wagon, but it isn't, because what you're about to see was never built for showrooms, influencers, or car reviews. This G-Wagon was rebuilt for someone who does not want attention, but expects absolute control. And most people will never even know these vehicles exist. To the public, the AMG G-Wagon represents power, boxy, loud, dominant. But to billionaires, the factory version is only the starting point, because when thousands of people can buy the same vehicle, it stops being exclusive. And at this level of wealth, exclusivity matters more than performance. Billionaires don't choose the G-Wagon for speed. They choose it because it offers commanding presence, military-grade structure, a reputation that opens doors. The G-Wagon doesn't scream luxury. It projects authority, and authority is far more valuable than attention. These G-Wagons are not customized. They are deconstructed. Once delivered to private workshops, interiors are removed, electronics are rewritten, structural reinforcements are added. The original AMG identity disappears. What replaces it is something designed for one person only, not in dealerships, not at auto shows, but inside restricted facilities. No cameras, no branding, permanent NEDAs. Some of these workshops do not exist online because secrecy is part of the service. The G-Wagon you see on the street is not the G-Wagon billionaires drive. In the next part, we'll uncover who orders these rebuilds and why they are willing to spend millions to make their G-Wagon invisible. The people who order rebuilt G-Wagons do not talk about them. They don't post photos. They don't attend car meets. Most of the time, they don't even drive the vehicle themselves, because ownership, at this level, is not about identity. It's about control and safety. These buyers are rarely celebrities. They are private equity founders, resource industry owners, logistics magnates, family office principals, people whose decisions affect thousands of others. Their lifestyle creates exposure. Their vehicles must reduce it. Public recognition creates risk. Not just physical risk, but psychological pressure. A standard AMG G-Wagon attracts attention. A rebuilt one does the opposite. From the outside, it looks ordinary. Inside, it is a controlled environment. That contrast is exactly what these buyers want. For these owners, silence is more valuable than sound. Stability matters more than speed. Reliability beats excitement. Some rebuilt G-Wagons include enhanced protection layers, run-flat systems, advanced cabin isolation. These are not marketed features. They are quiet necessities. Every project begins with conversation, not about horsepower, but about daily routines, travel route, risk tolerance, comfort thresholds. Designers and security specialists work together because this vehicle is not a toy. It's a moving command space. Photos create exposure. Exposure creates vulnerability. That's why no public reveals exist. No official documentation is released. Many vehicles remain unregistered publicly. The best security feature is anonymity. These G-Wagons are not status symbols. They are solutions. In the next part, we'll step inside the workshops, where factory G-Wagons are stripped down and rebuilt from the ground up. Every rebuilt G-Wagon begins the same way. Not with upgrades, not with luxury, but with removal. Before anything new can be added, the factory version must be erased, because you can't create something personal on top of mass production. Once the G-Wagon enters a private facility, it is completely disassembled. Seats come out. Door panels are removed. Electronics are disconnected. Even perfectly functioning components are taken away. What remains is a bare, industrial shell. This is not destruction. This is preparation. Engineers begin by asking uncomfortable questions. How should the vehicle feel at low speed? How should it behave in traffic? How much feedback is too much? Throttle response is softened. Gear shifts are refined. Steering is recalibrated. The goal is not aggression. It's predictability. Some rebuilds go far beyond comfort. Depending on client needs, reinforcement layers are added. Suspension geometry is adjusted. Braking systems are recalibrated. None of this is visible from the outside. That's intentional. The safest vehicle is the one no one notices. Factory technology often overwhelms. In rebuilt G-Wagons, screens are reduced, controls are relocated, interfaces are simplified, the cabin is designed to demand as little attention as possible, because attention is a limited resource. No branding, no social media, no behind-the-scenes videos, because revealing the process reveals the client. And privacy is non-negotiable. By the time this phase ends, the G-Wagon no longer feels like an AMG. Its personality has changed. In the next part, we'll step into the most expensive phase of all, the interior, where engineering becomes personal. Once the mechanical work is finished, the G-Wagon becomes something else entirely. This is no longer a vehicle. It becomes a private environment, designed to protect, isolate, and comfort the person inside it. At this stage, luxury stops being visible and starts being felt. Seats are not chosen from a brochure. They are engineered around the owner. Designers study posture, shoulder alignment, how long the owner sits each day. Foam density is adjusted in layers. Support zones are tuned precisely. The result is a seat that feels neutral. No pressure, no fatigue, just support. The materials used inside rebuilt G-Wagons are rarely available to the public. Leathers are sourced privately, hand-treated for softness, dyed to personal color references. Carbon, wood, and metal accents are selected for feel, not appearance. Nothing reflects unnecessarily, nothing distracts. Everything serves a purpose. One of the most expensive upgrades is something you cannot see. Silence. Additional sound insulation is layered into. Doors, roof panels, flooring. Road noise disappears. Outside chaos fades. Inside the cabin, the world slows down. Lighting is tuned to emotional response. Warm tones reduce stress. Neutral tones support focus. Low light supports rest. Some builds include multi-zone climate control, custom air filtration, cabin scent systems. The G-Wagon becomes a controlled ecosystem. Even if two clients request similar features, the final result is never identical, because personal luxury cannot be duplicated. Each interior reflects habits, psychology, priorities. It's not design, it's interpretation. By now, the G-Wagon feels complete. But what is it actually like to live with a vehicle like this? In the next part, we'll explore ownership, cost, and reality. What it truly means to drive a rebuilt G-Wagon. Owning a rebuilt G-Wagon is not about excitement, it's about dependability. For its owner, this vehicle is used early in the morning, late at night, in situations where mistakes are not acceptable. This is not a weekend car. It's part of daily life. The cost of a rebuilt G-Wagon is rarely discussed publicly. The factory AMG may already be expensive, but a full rebuild can match the original purchase price or exceed it significantly. And that's before maintenance, logistics, and security. At this level, cost is not a concern. Outcome is, these vehicles are not built quickly. Some projects take 6 months, 12 months, for longer. Clients accept delays because every delay means more testing, more refinement, fewer compromises. Trust matters more than timelines. Most rebuilt G-Wagons are chauffeur-driven, used on predictable routes, maintained privately. They are rarely pushed to extremes because reliability is the real luxury. The best day is the day nothing happens. Many owners never sell these vehicles. They remain in private collections, family fleets, secure facilities. Some are handed down, because once something is built for you, replacing it feels impossible. The G-Wagon you see online is not the G-Wagon that protects power. Behind closed doors, these vehicles are rebuilt to be quiet, controlled, and invisible. Because for billionaires, the greatest luxury is not being noticed at all. In the next part, we'll explore how this trend is reshaping. The rebuilt G-Wagon is not a trend. It's a signal that the way the ultra-wealthy move is changing permanently. What began as customization has become a new philosophy of mobility. Global wealth has become more visible, and visibility creates risk. For ultra-wealthy individuals, privacy is shrinking. Predictability is dangerous. Standard solutions feel exposed. Vehicles are no longer just transportation. They are infrastructure. The future G-Wagon is not just armored or luxurious. It is integrated with security planning, designed around daily movement patterns, built to adapt to changing risk levels. Some rebuilds already include modular protection layers, upgradable technology systems, interior layouts designed for work, not leisure. The vehicle becomes part of a larger strategy. Despite new luxury SUVs entering the market, the G-Wagon remains unmatched because it offers a military-derived structure, predictable dimensions, a design that doesn't age. It looks familiar, and familiarity is protection. Future rebuilds will likely focus on hybrid or electric drivetrains, even quieter cabins, greater digital invisibility, not more power, less exposure. The ultimate goal is to move without being noticed. The rebuilt G-Wagon is not about fear, it's about foresight. And for the ultra-wealthy, foresight is the most valuable asset of all. In the next part, we'll uncover the most extreme G-Wagon builds ever created, projects so private they were never meant to be discussed. Some G-Wagons go beyond luxury, beyond protection, beyond what most people would even consider reasonable. These vehicles were not built to impress. They were built to solve problems that most people will never face. For certain clients, traditional security is inadequate. These rebuilds include multi-layered ballistic protection, reinforced underbody structures, specialized glass engineered to absorb energy. From the outside, nothing looks unusual. That's intentional. The most secure vehicle is the one that doesn't announce itself. In some builds, silence becomes the primary objective. Cabins are designed to block external sound entirely, prevent vibration transfer, create psychological calm. Owners describe these interiors as detached from reality. The chaos stays outside. Some rebuilt G-Wagons are designed around unique needs. Examples include rear cabins configured as mobile offices, seating layouts optimized for long-duration travel, control panels designed for rapid decision-making. These vehicles are not driven casually, they are deployed. Certain builds are never photographed. No marketing, no delivery videos, no documentation. Some workshops refuse to even confirm that these projects exist, because discussing them would defeat their purpose. These G-Wagons represent the extreme edge of luxury, security, and privacy. But extreme solutions are not for everyone. In the final part, we'll bring everything together and answer the question, why does this matter to the future of luxury at all? To most people, a G-Wagon is a symbol of wealth. Boxy, loud, instantly recognizable. But to the ultra-wealthy, symbols are liabilities. What they seek now is not recognition, it's absence. Luxury used to be about being seen, gold, size, speed. Today, it's about control, reliability, invisibility. When everyone can buy the same things, the only real luxury left is privacy. These vehicles are not about fear, they are about preparedness. The rebuilt G-Wagon represents foresight over reaction, stability over excitement, silence over noise. It's a tool designed for people whose lives cannot afford surprises. For most viewers, this world will always remain distant. And that's okay, because these vehicles exist, not for desire, but for necessity. They solve problems created by power, responsibility, and exposure. As technology advances, luxury will continue to move inward. Less display, more control. Vehicles will become quieter, smarter, more personal, and less visible. The most powerful G-Wagon is not the fastest one, it's the one you never notice. Because in the world of true power, being seen is optional, and being prepared is everything.